feel it, you know it. Raww Productions. Sports Talk with Raww.
What's up, people? It's your boy Raww, and I'm coming back to you with another episode of STWD.
Know it.
And it's your boy.
Real Talk Riggs here. Hey, I'm just here co-hosting with the best host in the third coast, your boy Raww.
Yeah, so first we're going to get off into some NFL stuff. We're going to talk about who we think are preseason.
Yes, our preseason MVPs. So me, I'm going to do it on both sides of the ball. I'm going to go offense and defense. On offense, I can't go wrong with Josh Allen this year. The 2021 season is looking superb as long as he is in a Buffalo Bills uniform with that defense, Stephon Diggs. Hey, it is nothing but up. Because guess what? Every year he has improved his offense, not only his reads, and also his leadership. You cannot go wrong with Josh Allen in 2021 at all.
I respect that. But he won't be in MVP.
So who could it be then?
Lamar Jackson.
Stop it.
Look,
He's already won it. No.
Look, people. Lamar is up on a contract season.
But then you might well say Baker Mayfield.
Nah, Mayfield versus Jackson. Nah, bro. He Mayfield. Lamar Jackson will be an MVP of the season. This year, he will be a more accurate passer. He will pass for more yards than he has ever. And he will rush for more yards this season.
But he's not passing for more yards than Josh Allen. He might rush for more yards, so that's guaranteed. He's going to rush for more yards than a lot of running backs. Pity. But at the end of the day, you talking about leadership, you talking about taking your team to the next level. Josh Allen has done that every single year. Every single year.
You think the Bills will win more games than Baltimore this season?
Yes.
No, they won't, bro.
Yes.
No, they won't.
Yes.
Who
was one win away from the Super Bowl? Buffalo.
That was last season, though, right?
And it will be again this year. Excuse me. All right. Buffalo learned from their mistakes by getting beat by Houston in the playoffs 2 years ago. They improved. They now have the tools in place to finally overtake Kansas City and make it to the big dance. I can see it.
Nah, bro.
I'm not even a Bills fan, but I know
they're going to have a tougher schedule this year.
That's fine. They want the challenge. They want the smoke. And they're going to get it this year.
Yeah, they're going to get all the smoke.
That's right.
They're going to be in last place.
You can't be in last place. They're going to win the AFC East hands down. Who is better than them? The only team that can really compete with them is the Dolphins, and Tua's not going to get it done.
And we don't know that.
Tua's not going to.
I think Tua has a great opportunity to prove himself this year.
I got that. I believe that. But
matter of fact,
Brian Flores
can
lead them. Tua's going to sit there and let them down. I see it hands down right now.
Matter of fact, I think the Dolphins might get about 10 wins, bro. I think they go about 10-7.
10-7? All right. But right now, I'm already looking at the Bills going 13-4. 13-4 right now, Bills. I know you can. I know you will.
I give them about 9 wins.
Bruh.
9 wins for the Bills, people.
Nah, bro.
And I give the Ravens probably about a good 13 to 14 wins.
Oh, no.
Trying to tell you.
So, wait a minute. So, how many wins are you giving Kansas City?
Kansas City? This year, honestly, bro, I give Kansas City.
They improved that offensive line.
They did, but
that was the only thing holding them back. Their defense is already suspect, but all they needed was the offensive line.
I think that now. I think their wins is probably gonna be about the same as it was. Like, how many games we won last year? Probably like what, 12?
I think 12 or 13.
I say about 12 wins again.
Yeah, because they in that weak division. Hey, Raiders, this is the time for you to show up.
Raiders.
John Gruden, for the love of God, please tell me you have a plan.
Hey,
this is what, year 4 or 5 for them?
The Raiders gonna be and be last in their division.
Nah,
but I give them about 8 to 9 wins.
That should be the Broncos last in the division.
No, I think Teddy Bridgewater is actually gonna have a pretty good season in the Broncos system.
Yeah, but is Melvin Gordon gonna have a run game?
I think he should be fine. Melvin Gordon should be fine.
So you got to realize you're gonna have the reemergence and resurgence of Justin Herbert. I believe that he's gonna build up the Chargers to a new level.
Nope.
So look, the Chargers should have 10 wins. The Chiefs should have at least 13 or 14 wins.
I give the Chargers about 10 wins.
The Broncos, I don't see them having no more than 6 wins.
Honestly, okay. So
6 wins.
I see the Raiders with about 8 to 9 wins, and I see the Chargers with about 8 to 9 wins. And then who else we got? We got the Chiefs and we got the Broncos.
The Broncos should be at the bottom.
Broncos, I think they're gonna get about 10 wins, bro.
What? What? Oh my God!
I think.
With what? What are they getting 10 wins with?
That new receiver they got Melvin Gordon in the backfield, and they got Teddy Bridgewater, who's gonna be out to prove himself.
Okay.
From all the disrespect he done got the last couple years with the last season with the Saints.
No, he was with the Panthers last year.
Well, the Panthers, but
they screwed him. They screwed him.
Well, the Panthers screwed him, and then the Saints disrespected him.
Yeah, because he really should be a Saint right now, replacing Drew Brees. But
so, with all that being said, who is your comeback player of the year?
Oh, Cam Newton. Cam Newton was disrespected last year by everybody in the NFL except for Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick knows more than anybody when it comes to football. And let me tell you something. If Cam Newton was as bad as everybody said he was, Bill Belichick would have cut his losses. What did he do? He gave him a 2-year deal for $14 million after playing on a $1 million deal. You telling me Bill Belichick doesn't know what he has in Cam Newton? Trust me. He out here working in that gym. He getting his legs back. That arm strength has never left. Cam Newton is going to take them to new heights. I guarantee they will win at least 10 games. Because they went 7-9. If Cam Newton's playing that poorly, now he did only throw for 5 TDs. I will say that. But Cam Newton has a better grip on the offense now. Josh McDaniels believes in him, and so does Bill Belichick. Yeah. They will get at least 10 wins. Now, the playoffs, I don't know. But 10 wins, I know for sure.
I agree that Cam will have a resurgence this season. It's really his make or break year. I think if it breaks, then he
I think he's gonna be out the league. That's why I feel like he has to do it now. I
think Cam is really he really has a high IQ in football, to be honest. And I think this second year actually gives him more understanding of the playbook and the offense that they were just throwing at him in his first year being here.
I really believe that the Patriots offense is kind of complex.
And also, bro, to be honest, Cam didn't have no weapons last season. In his defense, he really didn't.
I don't really think he had nothing. Oh, no, he got the tight end game now. And, that's what he thrives.
Yeah, he got Hunter Henry.
He got Hunter Henry. I think he got one more, too. What's his name? John Jones or something like that?
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, I think they got him, too. And then...
John Smith?
Yeah, John Smith. That's what his name is. Because I think he came over from the Titans.
Yeah. So, and the Patriots, they thrive on tight ends.
Always. And I feel like Hunter Henry, he didn't really get a lot of, playing time with the Chargers because of the injuries. Now if he can get that injury bug off his back, we're looking at another Gronk right there. We could be. Because Hunter Henry is very sought after coming out in the draft.
I think the only thing that's going to hurt them is their receiving game. I mean, what receivers do they really have? And then the young dude.
Did they drafted?
I can't remember if they drafted anybody.
I got to look that up. Cause
they had
they killed Harry. They didn't let him go. He not worth it. He not even worth the money.
I think they should give him N'Keal Harry one more season to develop with Cam.
They need a veteran in there.
They do need some vets.
They the ones who really should have signed.
They need some more vets. Period. I mean, even just in the backfield, because who they really got in the backfield?
Who's they starting running back?
See.
No, it's Sonny Michel, right?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, Sonny Michel. He's good, but he's a small back.
Yeah, they need a power.
They need another big back how they used to have back in the day, bro. They need somebody that can go in there and bruise and help Cam get that first down instead of depending on Cam to do these quarterback runs. They need to figure out a way to lessen the hits on Cam.
Oh yeah, because he's 32 now. Yeah, he can't keep taking the hits.
But from like you said, Cam has been out there working, and he's honestly he's losing weight. He's looking better. He's
looking good in the season right now.
He's looking a whole lot better.
I hope that this is a chance for him to prove all his naysayers wrong, and just get back into football shape. Because I think last year he sat out too long. They brought him in, and then he was coming off the injuries too. So it just took time to really just get into the groove. And then they tried to simplify the offense, but I feel like with Cam Newton, you don't have to. Because he has all the attributes. He has the arm. He has the legs. Just get him out there. Show him. Tell him what you want from him. I think he can deliver, and I think he will.
Yeah. And so since Cam is your comeback player of the year, I think my comeback player of the year is Jameis Winston. Jameis is out to prove to everybody that he should have been starting because he's another player that I feel like he got messed over in New Orleans. I don't know what they got going on in New Orleans, bro. But
they said Drew Brees. How did he get messed over?
But when Drew Brees wasn't playing, they chose to go with what's the little dude little special weapon guy, dude that played receiver, fullback.
Honestly, I feel like it was good because you already know what you're getting from Jameis Winston. Number two, Jameis Winston hadn't had his LASIK surgery yet. Couldn't see. He can't see. He can't see.
Well, in that case, if he can't see, they do make visors that are prescribed. So he should have had that.
He should have went with that.
But he got to be able to see, bro. If he couldn't see, he wouldn't be in the NFL.
Honestly, the only thing you really need to see is Michael Thomas. Just throw it in his direction.
He gonna need to see more than Michael Thomas. He need to see Buddy Boy in the backfield too, because he gonna get a lot of work.
Honestly, I feel like Alvin Kamara, he should get a lot more touches this year. I'm not talking about like the little screens and stuff like that. I'm talking about he need to get physical touches because I feel like Jameis Winston doesn't need all the pressure on him early because, number one, you play Tampa Bay twice. You're going to play Carolina twice. And the only thing about playing Carolina twice, they actually are getting back in the groove. Matt Rule is doing a lot of good things out there. You got Christian McCaffrey coming back. He should be 100% healthy. And then, they built up the defense the year before, and they built the defense more this year in the draft. So they should be competitive. They shouldn't win a lot of games. I give them about 7 games, but I believe that Carolina should be very competitive every single game this year.
How many games you think McCaffrey gonna play this year?
He's not gonna play all 17, but he should have played at least 14 to 15 games. Because I feel like at the end of the season, if they ain't doing nothing, I think they're just going to go ahead and sit him down. You might as well just shut him down.
I give him 12 games. He gonna miss 5. They run him too hard. If you have not looked at Christian McCaffrey's stats, this dude gets 1,000 yards rushing and 1,000 yards receiving. And he's been doing that since he came into the league. They are running this dude into the ground, bro.
Yeah, same thing you said about Marshall Faulk, but right now, he in his prime, they got to ride his coattails. I feel the same way about Saquon. Saquon just getting ran into the ground.
At least,
and hopefully, it'll just pan out for him because
at least Faulk has some help. He had Isaac Bruce, he had Torrey Holt. You can't name none of the receivers really, but Curtis Samuel for the Panthers.
No, what about DJ Moore?
I forgot about him.
See, don't sleep on him. And then, what's the other one? Robbie Anderson. That's a good pickup.
Oh, he is with the Panthers. I forgot he
Yeah.
But ain't got nobody to throw him the ball.
Yeah, who the quarterback? Oh, the dude that came from the Jets. What's his name? Bro,
trash, bro.
No. He not trash, bro. He went to USC.
Yeah, he trash.
Yeah, he not trash, bro. He just played with the Jets.
He was trash, bro.
Look, I'm sitting there telling he not trash, but I don't even remember your name, bro. I'm so sorry.
He trash.
I can at least get your name right if I'm gonna sit here and defend you.
He trash, bro. Any quarterback that comes from USC is not good, bro.
No, bro. Hey, Carson Palmer was good. Matt Leinart.
Carson Palmer had some good seasons. If he had some good seasons, then he became injury prone.
Okay. It's the NFL. You get hit left and right.
Matt Leinart, what you said Matt Leinart was
he would have been
trash.
Good. If he was in a better system.
He was trash.
At the time, Arizona wasn't the right fit.
Bro,
they wasn't the right fit.
Man, the best thing they probably had most recently, bro, is Mark Sanchez, the butt fumble man.
Oh, man. You're not finna disrespect that dude, man.
Hey, he took the Jets to the
playoffs.
finals.
He did that. He did do that time. Bro,
I mean,
bro, I am having a brain for it right now. What is this dude's name? And they traded for him too. Bro, what is this dude's name? Oh my God. Bro, he went to USC. He was a 3rd overall pick, man. Sam Darnold. Yeah. There you go. Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
Hey, I knew I was going to remember your name, bro. Hey, shout out to Sam Darnold, man. Shout out to that boy, man. You're going to do big things in Carolina, bro. Hey, you got all the tools, bro. You just in the Jets organization, bro. They just messed over you, bro. Right. Put that ghost thing behind you, bro. Move forward. Move the Panthers, bro. I'm giving you 7 games, baby.
A lot of positivity here.
Got to. You got to have positivity.
You think he's going to be close to a runner-up for comeback player of the year?
Of course not. I just said he's going to give the team 7 games.
That means trash.
No.
That means trash, bro.
You can't be trash, bro, and they traded a 2nd round and a 4th round pick to get you there, bro. And Robbie Anderson spoke highly of you, bro. Because he had the final say-so in a sense. Because it's like, bro, you played with him before. He's like, hey, bro, don't trade for that dude. He's garbage. He didn't do that. He's like, yeah, we win.
You know what? With all these players we talking about.
A quarterback guru.
With all these players we're talking about, bro, who really going to be there? I mean, with this new COVID deal they got in NFL, who's really going to be there? I mean, have you all heard about it? I mean, with the new COVID thing, basically, if your team isn't vaccinated or we already know all 53 players is not going to be vaccinated, or hell, even more than that. It's what, like 70-some, 80-some players that come try out for the team. You don't know who's vaccinated and who is.
But have that card.
And then, so if your team runs through a COVID scandal, and say Corey team is vaccinated, or some of his players vaccinated and some of mine is vaccinated, but we got J.J. Watt over here. He messed around and get COVID. Now he just spread it amongst my team. Now none of us get paid, and so doesn't Corey team. They don't get paid either, and we don't play that week. As well as us not playing that week, that means we have to reschedule within an 18-week period. And if we can't reschedule, we just don't get paid. We both just lose out. And I just feel like, damn,
so is that like a double loss?
It's a double loss.
So we both take the L.
I mean, well, the team that's not, I guess the team that is healthy gets the W. But what
happens if both teams?
Man, fuck all that, bro. Both teams go out there and they don't get paid.
So that's what you're saying. I thought you were saying the team that has to forfeit doesn't get paid. So technically,
both teams.
If we don't play at all, so like if your team has to forfeit, we just get the win in the W column, but I don't get a check.
Right.
Oh no. No. I thought I read that all wrong. I thought we just get the win and we still get paid, but there's no money. There's no money revenue in. So neither one of us get paid.
So you know who's reaping the benefits right now?
The NFL.
The NFL, the owners, because none of the players are reaping the benefits. They're going to be sitting there.
Because they saving money, because they ain't got to pay nobody.
Yeah, they saving money, and actually they still making money. They're making money on jerseys, merchandise, all kind of merchandise and stuff, while these players sit at home, don't get no paychecks, and let the owners basically run a slave farm.
Sports is, I hate to say it, it is modern day slavery.
Well, NFL for sure.
Because why would Roger Goodell do this? Because basically he's violating your freedom of choice. Because now it's like basically it's mandatory. Now you have to get the shot, the vaccine, honestly, which is fine. Because I'm fully vaccinated. My brother's fully vaccinated. We get it. But the point is though, we still make that decision to get vaccinated. It wasn't like it was.
You can't force
that on nobody.
Yeah.
So the fact that you trying to sit there and say, oh yeah, you either get vaccinated or you can just go ahead and just kiss the season goodbye because we're not going to let you play.
It's not even that. It's like they'll let them play, but basically they saying for the players that aren't vaccinated. Oh, so the players that aren't vaccinated, if someone gets COVID, you got to sit out for 10 days. So you can't even be involved with the team for 10 days every time. And the players,
that's 2 games.
And the players that are vaccinated, they can still continue to do team activities. shit, with this new variant, it's not even gonna matter in a minute. So I'm trying to figure out like how is this gonna work? Who's gonna be allowed to come into NFL stadiums? Are only fans that's vaccinated coming into the stadium?
But it doesn't really matter because with the new variant, it still attacks you. So now we probably gonna have to wait for the COVID boosters, the Pfizer booster shots. So technically, right now, you just making money off sales. And now, with all of this going on, we got the new Delta variant, and then we got a new
they just
variant,
found some other stuff.
Lambro, something like that. So now with this one, so you got two types floating around. Even if you're fully vaccinated, you're not vaccinated, you can still get it. So it's like we back at square one.
Yeah,
we are literally back at square one.
And honestly, bro, with all these different protocols that the NFL is trying to throw at these players and stuff,
I understand about the safety, but
I just feel like, man, out of all the major leagues, bro, the NFL players are the most oppressed. I mean, you don't have an opinion. You can't do anything about your situation. Anytime you speak up or you do anything body wise, I mean, nonverbal or verbal, you get scrutinized. And
shout out to my boy Kaepernick. Man.
Yeah,
you went down the martyr, bro. But your legacy will forever live on in my heart, bro. What you did is still, chiming in people's minds today.
Yeah.
What you did 5 years ago, they are just now realizing what you were really stood up for. And some people still don't get it. Some people just not realizing it. But I knew all along, bro. You were standing up for social injustice, and I applaud you for that always.
Yeah, and I think today NFL players should really look back now and see and understand what was really going on. And I think now looking back at Kaepernick, you start to see.
But he'll gain a lot of respect now. More than
that picture is worth a thousand words, bro. More than that.
Because I can't lie. Because at first I didn't understand what he was doing as far as like sitting down. But I understood about taking the knee part. I understand because you taking the knee to understand that hey, there's a lot of things going on. And then when he spoke out about it, he made people try to understand like I'm not against the military. I'm not against the flag. I'm just against social injustice. And people always want to make it about the flag. People always want to make it seem as if he hates the country. And that's not the case at all. If you would take the time and realize that this country, what it's actually built on, what it actually should stand for as opposed to what it actually does stand for now, you'll understand what he was really fighting for.
Right. And
we're still fighting for it today. And I just want people to take the time and just understand that, yes, Colin Kaepernick went about it the right way, the responsible way, and he went about it a very non-threatening and also very non-verbal, but also made the biggest verbal statement because it got everybody talking. And I thank you.
Yeah, definitely got DeAndre Hopkins talking about what he gonna do next with his NFL career.
I hope he don't retire.
Today,
like
DeAndre Hopkins actually tweeted that he was thinking about retiring, and he said, "Never thought I would say this, but being put in a position to hurt my team because I don't want to partake in the vaccine is making me question my future in NFL."
Man, that's sad. Because, once again, you taking away a person's freedom of choice.
Right.
Like, why?
But you know what? I will say I do like is that DeAndre Hopkins and a few of the other players in the NFL are actually starting to use their platforms to speak out. And that's really becoming a big thing. And I think that's going to force the NFL to change.
Nah, Roger Goodell, I hope and pray that one day he change. But I feel like he listens more to the owners than actually people going out there, shedding their blood, sweat, and tears. Yeah. Because without the players, what can you really do? If the players decided right now, like, hey, we all gonna stand with each other. If we have to take the vaccine, we don't want to play. What do they do then? You can't fire. If you fire them, so what? You're not making any money. Yeah. And if they don't pay the fines, then so what? Okay, you can hold their checks. They still got guaranteed money. You got to pay them. Right now, the ball is actually in the player's court. But then you have to realize too, though. You got to realize it's always gonna be Them 1 or 2 players.
I'ma tell you,
oh man, I need my check, man. I can't do that.
I'm gonna tell you why the NFL players are like that versus NBA players. You notice that at least I want to say if it's 15 players on the NBA roster, bro, at least 13 of them players got guaranteed contracts.
That's true.
Other than the last 2 people that's probably on like a 2-way deal or a 10-day contract or whatever it is, everybody else has guaranteed contracts. So once the NFL puts that into their policy when they have the next little league thing or meeting or whatever, that's
the NFLPA.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's when the NFL gonna change.
That's when they really need to put a voice.
Because then you gotta pay me. Don't matter what you say. I'm gonna sit at home because my money guaranteed, and you gonna go by my rules, and we gonna run this league.
Hey, that'd be nice. I hope I'm alive to see that day. I hope I can just one day I can just turn on the TV, turn on ESPN. They be like, the players just said, you know what, forget it. We're not playing this season. We're good. Yeah. Then it really becomes fuck you, pay me. Because guess what? The owner's gonna do everything they can to get that money.
That's true.
They gonna be like, okay, you know what?
And you know what, bro? You know what's so ridiculous, bro? You know the NFL makes more money than any league in the world.
They own Sunday. Besides church, I don't mean that like in a non-religious way.
More money.
I mean like they literally
They
own
make
Sunday.
more money than any league in the NFL, and they don't pay more than baseball, which people claim that is losing viewers and interest.
How? I love baseball. Well, I only like the second half, though, I can't lie.
And then, but look, think about it. Most baseball games you don't even watch until playoff time.
That is true.
And then
we don't even go to games to the playoffs.
Exactly. They make more money than the NBA, even though the NBA is more international.
So wait a minute. So basically on the scale, basically what you're saying is it's soccer, NFL, NBA, baseball, and hockey.
Well, as far as the players getting paid, it's soccer over there in Europe. Yeah. Then it's baseball.
Okay.
Then it's NBA, and then it's NFL, hockey, WNBA.
Oh, bro, no, you ain't even got
NBA, and then
they just got a raise.
Hell,
you know what? Are there any $1 million players in the WNBA?
No, bro. They just had a comparison the other day. You know how much money Sue Bird makes, bro? And she probably could be compared to be like a LeBron of the WNBA. She only make like $200-some thousand, bro.
Like a game?
Like
That's
a year.
pretty good. Oh. So you telling me people like Brittany Griner and
they ain't making no money, bro.
And Asia Wilson and
they making more money than us, but they ain't making no money.
Man, and they play hard. Well, I can't even lie. I don't even remember the last time I keep up with the WNBA when it comes to the finals.
Well, I'm gonna be honest.
I just watch the finals.
I don't find interest in the WNBA because we don't have a team anymore. And I don't even understand that. I mean, we had the greatest WNBA team of them all, bro.
And then, they just disappeared and became like, what, the Atlanta Dream or something?
I don't even... Man, I think they just disappeared, period.
Yeah, who gets our lineage? That's what I want to know.
You know what?
Where did our 4 championships go? How do you win 4 championships and then disappear?
Yeah, for real.
Like, who does that? Who just says, forget it, I'm done?
Wow. And you know what? Speaking of expansion teams, I want to know how Seattle got an expansion team in hockey before Houston. I want to know how Vegas got an expansion team before Houston.
I ain't gonna lie, the Golden Knights pretty good though.
Yeah,
but but the point is though, Houston loves hockey. As you can tell about the Houston Aeros when they were once here, we won Turner Cups, people. That's the equivalent to the Stanley Cup.
And they had good audiences to show up every game. They had a good turnout every game. So it doesn't really make sense. And also, what also doesn't make sense that Houston is the 4th largest city in America and it has no hockey team. And you can't tell me, Houston's not a hockey town, this and that, because
you got one in Phoenix.
You got one in hot ass Phoenix, bro.
And you got one in Nashville. Come on, people.
Don't they got one in Miami or some shit too?
They do? No. The Florida Panthers. I don't know where they play in, but I know it's the Florida Panthers.
But they got one out there in Florida.
Yeah.
They got
and you know the Tampa Bay Lightning just won the Stanley Cup, so they got 2 teams out there.
Exactly. So
come on, bro.
What's going on?
Come on, bro.
It just don't make sense, bro.
Bro, I was lost.
Now we do know that Tillman Fertitta is willing to put up the money to get an NHL team. That would be a good idea if we can.
Oh my God.
But honestly, I just feel like I don't really think he's serious about it because he allows Seattle to get a team and he could have
just outbid them.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
Seattle don't even have a basketball team.
And then look, they didn't even build a new arena. They just said they was gonna renovate the old Key Arena that the Seattle Saints was playing at, bro.
Bro, you can't renovate that. When was the last time the Saints played in that?
Well, like 2008? Yeah.
Come on, bro. That thing almost 15 years old, and not to mention, it's probably been abandoned for 13. Probably had concerts in there. I'll give them that. But come on, man, a sports venue that's been abandoned for 13 years. You can do better, Seattle.
Hey, they did it.
Do better.
They
got it done some kind of way.
Congratulations to Seattle.
Yeah.
Now, I want you to tell me who in the NBA draft out of the top 4 picks, and you got Kay Cunningham, Jalen Green, Evan Mobley, and Jalen Suggs.
All right.
Out of those 4 players, who will have the highest ceiling and the lowest floor?
Well, I'm going to have to say Jalen Green. Only because he's already played amongst real men, where everybody else just played against college, collegiates. So, the reason why I say Jalen Green, because he's a consistent scorer. He already has the body, the size. All he needs is just the right coach and mentor to push him over the hump. T-Mac, if you're in the city, because we're going to get Jalen Green. We're going to draft him. I want you to reach out to this young man. I want you to develop him. I want you to take him under your wing. I want you to mold him. I want you to make him into the next big thing. I would greatly appreciate that.
Hey, you think Jalen Green will look good next to Damian Lillard and KPJ?
No, because now we got to give up to get Damian Lillard. Hey, Dame, look, wherever you go, I know you will make an immediate impact. But we just going to, I'm just here to tell you, I just want to just build from the ground up like we did with the Astros. Yeah, we sucked for a couple of years, but look at us now. Championship, 2 World Series appearances in the past 3 years. All right, look.
Hey,
I'm trying to do like Drake. I'm just trying to start from the bottom, just rise, man.
Hey, the Astros been going hard since 2015.
I know. And I feel like if we can just take Christian Wood, build around him while still motivating him to compete every single night, keep him consistent. Then you got KPJ. Then you're going to have Jalen Green. Hey, all we need is a little veteran point guard, maybe like a little Rondo or something, come through, guide. Hey, we can even get Patrick Beverly back. Hey, look, it doesn't even matter.
Before you was like, you ain't want Patrick Beverly, bro.
Hey, I feel like sometimes he can be a little bit of a cancer on the court, but hey,
I feel like he's the away team cancer, but he ain't a cancer to you.
He can be a cancer. Hey, look, the Clippers gonna keep him because they like that. They like that fire. Anything to keep butts in the seats because they know the Lakers will set up every game.
Honestly, bro, I think the Clippers gonna have to make a trade this offseason if they even want to be competitive on a level to even possibly even make it to a championship.
Westbrook, there you go.
There
you go. You don't want to go to the Lakers, bro. Go ahead and join the Clip Show, bro. Hey, that'll be a nice. Hey, you, PG, and Kawhi. Hey, look, you're gonna be the healthiest thing on the team.
Yeah, it's nice, but I think Westbrook smart enough to know not to go to the Clippers.
You like competition, Westbrook. You know you want to be in a Clippers jersey. Because guess what? You go to the Lakers, hey, you're going to be out there playing with street clothes. You know what that means.
Yeah, he going to be playing with street clothes with Kawhi shit. Kawhi going to be sitting in the box looking down at them boys.
He's going to be like, hey, drive to the basket.
Hey, nah, he ain't going to say nothing, bro.
Nah, Kawhi's
gonna be like,
man, bro, why didn't you drive?
Nah,
why didn't you drive?
He gonna be real depressed. Hey, you gotta watch Meeks, bro. Like the little comedian on YouTube, he make fun of Kawhi all the time, bro.
Oh man, I can only imagine.
I gotta show you.
Hey, cause Minx and what's it?
Big Job.
Big Job. Hey, shout out to you, boy. Man, I love y'all videos, man. Hey, we need to link up, man. Do some stuff, man. Hey, we would love to have y'all on Real Talk Sports. Hey, that would be hilarious.
Yeah, for real. Oh, and so my player, bro, with the highest ceiling and the lowest floor, honestly, I think it's Evan Mobley because one, all the things he can do coming into the league as a big, he can shoot the three. He got mid-range game. He was 7 feet tall. He can run the floor. Everything he can do, I mean, it says high ceiling, but at the same time, I'm afraid that he might be the next Hashim to beat.
Wow. I ain't heard that name in so long.
And,
well, honestly, the only reason why I feel like he has a lot of upside, and I feel like it all depends on what team he goes to. But right now, I feel like this is no longer a big man's league. Like
it's
then,
not, but
then again, you look at Giannis.
And look at Jokic too.
Yeah, they bringing the big man back. They actually keep the 5 in rotation. Besides just grabbing rebounds, you actually got to pay attention to the center now.
Yeah, so
now,
that might be the move to make, especially for the Rockets if they get Damian Lillard, because I think if you get Dame and then you get Jalen Green, you got KPJ. The backcourt is crowded. So to put somebody in the front court, let Olynyk go would make sense, and then you got Mobley and you got Woods. That's Twin Towers. Then you got a nice backcourt.
All right, so tell me this: who was the best center in the '90s?
Best center in the '90s, Hakeem Olajuwon.
Okay, I agree. Who was the best center in the 2000s?
Shaq.
Okay. Who was the best center in the 2010s? It's gonna be hard.
Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard, bro. Dwight Howard, he took Orlando all the way on his back.
Now, when we say big, we talking about like centers only.
You said
because me personally, I would have to say Tim Duncan, bro. But he more of a power forward, so he don't really count.
I mean, he is a big, but
I'm talking about the 5 position.
Well, it's got to be Dwight. There's no other center other than DeMarcus Cousins, maybe.
But he started declining.
Then
like after he left.
It's either Howard or Cousins.
So
2010s.
2010. Damn.
At least in the early part of the 2010s. Then the latter part.
Yeah,
the latter part.
Yeah, it wasn't him. That's why I can't say. I can't give him a whole.
But you also
you
gotta also look at Dwight came into the league in
2004.
Yeah, I was about to say 2004.
So in the 2010s, he was already.
But he was a monster in 2010, 2011.
He was.
Shit, he was a monster with the Rockets, bro.
But then once he
left the Rockets,
exposed.
When he went to the Lakers, I think he just didn't do good with Kobe. But when he came to the Rockets, he was a monster. Them 2 years he was in Houston, bro, he did good.
And we already know who the best center is in 2020, in the 2020s, or it should be.
Oh, for now, it's with Jokic.
Oh, but I'm about to say Embiid.
He's street clothes, bro.
Oh, and for everybody who doesn't understand what we mean by street clothes, they mean always on the sideline, always hurt, in your Sunday best, watching the game courtside because you're not participating.
Exactly, bro.
And that's what you don't need in the NBA. If we getting paid to play, I need you to play.
Yeah.
And there's something broken.
I guess we can move on to this Big 12 topic. And if you haven't heard, UT and Oklahoma is trying to go to the SEC. So question is what is that going to do for the Big 12 and how is that going to change all the other conferences that may try to get to 16 teams in their leagues or just to beef up period?
I say we need to go ahead and eliminate the Big 12 because without Texas and Oklahoma, it's not going to thrive. You already lost Texas A&M, which already sucks. You lost Colorado, which already sucks. So who wants to play Iowa State? Nobody. Who wants to play Baylor? Nobody. TCU? Nobody. These are teams that nobody wants to play. They might as well just go.
Well, for TCU,
they probably the best.
A couple of them other
TCU
schools.
and Baylor are probably the best ones.
A couple of them other schools.
Oklahoma State too. So out of those 3 schools have a chance to go to better conferences and thrive. If you stay in the Big 12, you'll win, but you're not going to get noticed because now your division is going to be just no impact. It's not going to be impactful.
Too. You got like you said, you got TCU, Baylor, Oklahoma State.
Don't you dare name Kansas and Kansas State.
No, you got Texas Tech. That's another school. I mean, it's Lubbock, but
honestly, the air raid, that school right there, that should go right there to the Pac-12. They like that kind of stuff. Cause then you can play with Hawaii.
That's the case.
That's air raid or air raid. That's
TCU
fine.
might as well go back to like the Mountain West or something, or Pac-12.
Bro, I feel like all the good schools should go in the major conference. Like TCU, I can actually see them being in, like the ACC. That'd be a good pickup for them. Baylor, I can see them going to the SEC too.
Nah, hell nah,
bro.
No, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why Baylor not gonna get in the SEC. Number one, it's don't fit region wise.
But what I'm saying, they can take some of the weaker schools.
They stadium,
or they should do a
stadium
school
not
swap.
big enough, bro.
They need to do a school swap.
That stadium not big enough, bro.
School swap. School swap.
With who?
Take the trash out of the SEC.
Only team.
And then take
honestly, bro. Only team that's probably trash got a small stadium in
Tennessee. Tennessee,
Tennessee not going nowhere. I'm gonna tell you who. Vandy. That's the only school that can probably get out.
Well, they shouldn't even be in there anyway. Put them in the Big Ten. Let them just get beat up on.
Nah, Big Ten. They ain't taking over Vandy. They don't belong.
Bro, there's nowhere for these. There's nowhere for that.
So look, I'm gonna tell you.
They need to do some shifting. Move like the SEC needs to be an all the way through power conference because if you think about it, Texas, Oklahoma, Texas A&M, Alabama.
I don't like that.
Those are schools that's always on Auburn. Those are schools that's always on TV.
Well, first off,
Ole Miss gets TV time.
First off, bro, A&M said they don't want Texas in there.
Because they know they're going to get their ass.
They want Texas to themselves. This came straight from A&M representatives. And also, you also got to think, since they don't want Texas in there, they never said that they didn't want Oklahoma in there. So I can see Oklahoma going to the SEC. Texas going to have to find them a new home.
Bro, that's cold.
Or
Texas go?
Texas going to have to find, they're going to have to come to an agreement with Houston and allow you ovation to the Big 12 and start a new conference. And at the same time, I'm thinking, you got a lot of schools, bro.
They're not going to let Houston into the conference, bro, because Houston's going to take all of their recruits. If I had a chance to stay in Houston or Austin, I'm not going to pick Austin.
Well, look.
I'm not picking Austin.
Well, right now, they looking at being broke or making money. Because if Oklahoma leave, what money is there really to make for Texas?
Because the Red River Shootout is over.
The Red River Shootout is over, and the A&M rivalry has already been over. So what other money is left on the table?
You can rekindle the bonfire. You can bring it back.
Yeah, if they get into the SEC, which I don't see that. That's not going to happen.
Honestly, I don't know why they don't have to where they play each other anyway.
Because it's not. That was part of their conference.
Bro, but it's a rivalry that has still not died.
It's a rivalry that's no more. Since 2011,
that's like Michigan and Ohio State not playing each other anymore. That's like Auburn and Alabama not playing each other in the Iron Bowl anymore.
It happens.
I don't get it.
It happens. And that was just like when U of H was beating on UT all them years, and now they ain't playing no more.
They don't. UT does not want to deal with them losing even more recruits. Ever since Mac Brown left, Texas went just straight down here. Not you, Charlie Strong. You did your part because you gave Tom Herman a great team, and he blew it.
I won't say he gave him a great team.
He gave him a great
team.
But
I think
he recruited.
I think what happened was Tom Herman. We found out that he was not a good recruiter. Honestly. All right, so let's do the
Was he a good recruiter at U of H?
That's what I'm saying. Let's do the backstory on Tom Herman.
Okay.
Tom Herman came in and he took the keys from Tony Levine. Tony Levine wasn't a good coach as far as coaching on the field, but he was a damn great recruiter.
Okay.
He was the one that recruited Greg Ward and all those other players they had that Tom Herman basically inherited.
Okay.
Only player that Tom Herman actually recruited was Ed Oliver, which you can give him credit for.
That was a
but
good credit. What about Deandre King?
Oh well, I guess Deandre King. Maybe. I gotta look back at the point when Tom Herman was leaving and Deandre King was there. I think King was a receiver, so he probably did get King, but Major Applewhite kind of inherited. I think kind of developed King more so. But Tom Herman, anyways, he walked into the perfect situation, and then he inherited all those players. And then when it was time for him to make that money at U of H or UT rather. Now a lot of people don't know UT and U of H actually offered the same amount of money. Tom Herman just took UT because you
got a better deal with the Longhorn.
Well, it was that. Well, yeah, he got a better deal. I mean, with
more
UT, but UT was his dream job, so that's why he went. Which anybody would do. Like shit, if my dream job called tomorrow, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm out of here, bro. Like, of course.
But look at the legacy he could have left behind by staying at U of H.
Yeah, but
because he would have, they would have.
But you know what, bro? I think it was some red flags there, and his in the ending of his tenure, because if you notice, like they would always lose the games that they needed to win, like, and it'd be like against the teams that they should have just beaten down into the ground.
Oh, you talking about SMU?
Well, the SMU game, they lost to Navy.
Oh, and they always lost.
They lost to Navy. They lost to UConn. That UConn game was that year. The year they lost to UConn.
Yeah.
That year was the year that blew it all up. Like they went like 12-1, but since they lost to them, bro, that's why they didn't get in the tournament.
That's why they get. Yeah, that's what they actually could have made the tournament.
They actually could have made the tournament.
And then what about them times we lost to Memphis? Oh my God, the Memphis losses used to kill us.
Memphis, and then I think that was the year they lost to Memphis, and remember they had beat Oklahoma. They came out strong that year. They beat Oklahoma and all that.
And what was the team they used to lose to a lot too? They used to wear purple and gold, bro. You know what I'm talking about. It used to be like a competitive game too.
It's not like ECU.
Huh?
It's not ECU.
You sure? I think it is.
I ain't never lost no ECU.
Bro, we used to like one time I think we lost them like in a bowl game.
Oh, well, it was ECU, but that was back before Tom Herman. Though.
Oh, okay,
That's
okay.
When,
that was Kevin Sumlin. That was Kevin Sumlin. Okay,
that was Sumlin.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah,
I apologize.
Yeah, that's another coach. Yeah, he had some red flags too. He had a lot of offense in Houston with no defense, and he kind of took that up there to A&M, and they had him for years.
Hey, but you know what? He did good with Johnny Manziel.
You know.
But
you know what, bro?
Them Arizona years.
To be honest, every coach that comes through Houston, they use Houston as a stepping stone.
It's a great pipeline.
They only succeed in Houston. They only succeed in Houston.
I wonder why.
Because the pipeline, and also to be honest, somewhat because of the conference. I mean, they get all these great players, but then I mean you gotta look at who Houston playing too sometimes. So you be like, yeah. Now, I mean, when they was in Conference USA, you kind of got to look at who they was playing. Now, to be honest, the American Conference is a lot more competitive, and I think the American Conference doesn't get enough media attention.
They don't.
And that's what I was going to say.
They treat them
you
like
gotta think,
games.
UCF, that's another team that could possibly go into a big conference.
They need to. Central Florida should be in the ACC right now. Anyway.
Memphis has been very competitive lately.
Cincinnati, too.
And Cincy and Houston. And maybe even South Florida. They have some good years. Now lately they haven't been good.
Well, South Florida, that's the one that Charlie Strong coaches right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They've been good. But like I think the last year or two they kind of took a step back.
Man, hey, what's that school that the dude they used to coach? Lane Kiffin. What school is he coaching now?
He's at FAU.
Oh, FAU. Okay,
yeah.
Florida Atlantic, right?
Nah, they might move to like a mid-major conference or something, but they ain't gonna make no big stride like that.
Okay.
Well, people, I think we didn't hit that line, and
a good show as always.
Now is the time. Soon we got us a number coming out where y'all people can always just call in.
I want to hear y'all feedback.
Yeah.
I want to hear it because guess what? This is what this is for. We want to debate. We want to hear your opinions. We want to hear your thoughts. We want to see how you feel.
Yeah.
Hear how you feel. I love it.
Yeah, drop the comments.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Twitter. Do all of that. Keep in touch with us. Let us know. Give us some feedback. Let us know what's on your mind. Ask us some questions.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think about today's topic.
And let us know what you want to hear from us next time.
All right. This is Real Talk Rick signing off.
And this is your boy D Raww.
The host from the best in the Third Coast.